got a game in Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium. We've reached week 9 of the EA Sports college football season. Contenders, pretenders, starting to separate. It's the Bowling Green Falcons and the Western Michigan Broncos. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. The Falcons ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Western Michigan's offense that has the first possession of the game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He sliced through defenders last time out, more than 200 yards, and scored 3 times in their victory. Using his legs, it's Green. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. All right, guys, let's talk a little Western Michigan. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Finds a little space. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Fights off a defender.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Running inside, it's Buckley. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Caught in the backfield, it's Green. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He'll take it himself. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off. The run inside, it's Buckley. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Broncos can really attack on this second and short. Trying to run, it's Green. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This offense just wearing this defense down. 11th play of the drive coming. Under fire. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They're dealing with a second and long. The give on the option. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quick hitting end around on first and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach, taking those risks. But when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finish with this drive together. You're right. Circle that 4th down. That was a big one.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Falcons offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Falcons will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to...
Finding some room. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Green. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking to pass. It's Lowry. He'll pull it down. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. And the Broncos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
They're working that left side. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the snags it, and there's running room. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Maybe a crease. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And the Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Green. Might have a chance. The 10. All the way. Touchdown Broncos. Saw a crease. Nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bowling Green's offense will take the field to start the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down.
Makes the catch and he's free. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner is stopped. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Now they'll try the right side. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It's complete to the right. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll go to the ground. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, Week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 3 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's USC with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Checking in with Coach George at the half. They have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the third quarter. Gain some momentum here and change the course of this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Falcons in a good spot here with second and short. Handoff from the gun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires on the move. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. I'll send the tight end in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Ridley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He wants to throw it again. Firing deep. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Still on his feet. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forced an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead.
Well, they're trying to go toss on this play, but defense just wins at the point of attack. They're able to defeat the blocks and get the ball carrier down behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll try to do it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And it looks as if we're going to get a timeout here as a man is shaken up. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Lowry. Makes the grab. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Broncos send out the punt unit. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bowling Green sidelines, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point.
Turning it on! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They'll run this play from the pistol. Caught behind the line. It's Sims. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Got his man. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Falcons have this offense rolling. Running inside, it's Baldwin. Could be an alley. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Sharp. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Falcons go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Trying to escape and get it himself.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. The run inside. It's Buckley. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Got a man. It's Brooks. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Green. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Broncos trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. On the option. The pitch. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos! Great job by the back on the option. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into play.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Got his man out of the backfield. Hard running there. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The offense knocking on the door. First and goal.
Ready. 129, 129. Let it go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bowling Green. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Buckley. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Might be calling a hot route. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Here comes the heat. Across the 45. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got a little grass. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Broncos, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Running into the open space. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for room. It's screen. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. Keeps it himself. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Fires to the big fella. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. The Falcons want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Makes the grab in their space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, BG. touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to impose their will with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. This offense has it with really good field position. Running inside. It's Buckley. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.